The tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete. Brandon Coleman was the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. They'll begin with a run by Goldman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep. And got his man complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
All right, here we go. 319! 319!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Gone! 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 Detroit! 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 Hot!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Hot!
Back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Lucky 56.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Rhett Ellison, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Philadelphia getting set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with a jive. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And he connects with Ertz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An Eagle first down there. Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Wentz now on first down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Aguilar has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Black. 81.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll try to run with a jab. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Black. Great. Leave fly 3. Run.
Wins to throw on second down. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
To throw is Wentz. And the Eagles are in for 6.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll start out on the ground with a J. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now Wentz. Going up top. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Eagles on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Great. Lefty.
Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Let's take it on the 25. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Hey, empty. 81. Go.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Wentz. He's got his man. It's Brandon Coleman. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they get the field goal here at the end of the second quarter and take the lead into the lockers.
And isn't that what every team wants to do? Right at the end of the half, put points on the board, and go into the locker room feeling a lot better about themselves.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Buying time to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Gallman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Shorty. 81. 81.
Wentz now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 6 there on first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Great.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And a return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gone!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
82.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 41 yards. Wentz looking very much like his pre-injury self. He's got the Eagles on the move with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
81.
Throwing now is Wentz. This will be caught at about the 6. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Leopard! Gone! Watch it now, Barney! All right, now, lucky 56!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 65 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. On the toss, there goes Goldman. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Forced out to it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Derek Barnett in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. Back to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. In for the score. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
It just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stopped short of the 30. It's big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final throw. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. Two division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Ajayi finding room to the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2.
Ram. Great 15, great 15.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught. Humphreys. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Leopard! Gone!
They'll drop the throw. He's going to fire one deep over them. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Ertz over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, onside, solid. Here.
On 1st down, Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Throwing is Wentz. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Come on now. Let's go. Black, come on. Great 57. 5-9.
Wentz to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Great. Hey, empty.
They'll toss it to Ajayi. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Let's go. Great. 81. Great 15. 82. Great 57.
To throw is Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
82. Ram.
Now Wentz. And he's got it. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Looking to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Preston Brown in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road,